Actually, I think it's getting ready to come right now. Cool. So, welcome back. We're going to try and get this Jeep buttoned up today. I've got everything done. I've got the oil drained underneath for the oil drain pan. We'll start taking all the bolts loose on the oil drain pan. They are 10 millimeters except for 1, 2, 3. Looks like there's 3. Let me show you here what I'm dealing with. So on this oil pan, they decided to use the bracket for the AC condenser. You can see this support bracket. So you've got to take that bolt, this bolt, and that bolt in that hole loose, and then you got one here. We'll let that drop down because you've got like 110 underneath there you can't get to, so you'll have like 4. They look like 14s all figured out. First thing I did, of course, I drained all the oil. I've already broke all the tins loose. This is an RTV gasket in there, but I'm going to use an actual gasket. This shouldn't take long. Like I said, I've got to get that bolt and then those bolts loose, pop the pan down, put the gasket on, let's take it back up, fill it with oil, and then this Jeep will be done. I got to put the wheels on, and then I'm going to retorque everything and stick a cotter key and some stuff, but let me go get some tools and we'll figure this out. Real quick, I'm going to tell you everything you will need to take this apart, and parts and everything. Obviously, if you're going to do the oil pan, this is the perfect time to do, let me turn, that sun's just in the way. Perfect time to do an oil pan or oil change. So you'll need 4.5 quarts of oil. You'll need a filter. That's a 1000. I just changed it. It's a I think it's a 100060 Fram. Obviously you'll need, this takes 5W20, 4.5 quarts. This is the gasket we got. We ordered it. We ordered the wheel bearings. It's Apex Automobile Parts. It's AOP285. It's made by, it also has the Felpro cross number OS307 They can look that up for you at AutoZone Advanced, whatever. Like I said, we ordered it off Parts Geek. The pan gaskets are 10s. There's like A12 and some 13s. So for the 13s hold the bracket. You'll need a drain pan for the oil, obviously. The drain plug is a 14, I think. And then something else I use is I use this Permatex copper spray gasket high temp sealant. You put it on top of the gasket, and it helps it seal. The stuff's pretty good. I use it on almost everything but a head gasket. And then I actually rounded out the drain plug. It was ungodly tight. I had to use a like a breaker bar and have twisted sockets that grab it and twist. Grab it and twist. Yeah, so that's all you need. This isn't that bad of a job. You have to take the under handle under, but there's like 6 bolts and 2 clips. So good luck. So I'm about to tell you all the craziest thing ever. So 2 of the bolts that hold the bracket on, or that are bigger size, are 12s. 2 of the ones for the bracket will appear to be 13s. Yes, the ones in the bracket are 13s. There's one random 12 beside of it that comes out. Is like that long. So you've got 10s, 12s, 13s. Yeah. And the bad thing is I was going to use my impact and knock them out, but the hole that you have to work in is too small for an impact. Like a 3/4 inch impact, so I'm going to go to 1/2 inch and just get a breaker bar and try and bust them loose. So yeah, so you've got a 10, 1 12, and like 4 13s. So yeah, let me grab a ratchet and get after this. Make sure as you're taking these 10 millimeters loose that you lay directly in the sun so you can't see. Also make sure that you leave the oil drain pan that's full of oil right under the bolts you're taking out. That way when you take them loose and they fall out, they go straight in there and then you can't find them. So just make sure 2 things. Just work smart, not hard. Give you a little advice here, what I did. So I got the bracket off, okay? I got all the bolts loose but the one on the front. Took the one on the front loose. You gotta be careful because if you get it weird, this tow hook will be in the way. But as I pulled it out, I caught it with my hand, and then I stuck the bolt back in there. That way you don't get it confused with the other bolt that goes over here, right there. So the reason you have to take that bracket loose is that bolt right there and that bolt right there. That bolt, there's a cutout in the bracket you could get with a box end, go through this way and get with a box end, but you cannot get to that one. You either have to take the bracket off, take your AC compressor. The AC compressor has bolts on the top that hold it, so I'm gonna get that loose, and that loose now it's open. And then I'm going to take a pry bar. Right here looks like the best place to pry. There's already like a cutout. Or you can also go to where on the, like right here, there's like this hole. You can go in there. But I'm going to try and go in right here. Like tink, pull it down, pop it down. So, okay, so what I did was I couldn't get in over there to pry in. Best thing is here, so I got the wheel off, I just come in, and I didn't go straight at it, I kind of angled it. And once it started going in, I was actually tapping it a little bit with my little hammer. And now I've got that started and popped loose. I'm gonna go back here, pop one in, and just kind of work my way around, and it will come down. Make sure when you're hammering, actually, I think it's getting ready to come right now. Cool, so I think I can just grab it, get everything out from under it, and pull it down. Yep, cool. Got it all. So I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn it over, drain that little bit of oil in the grass or whatever, or into there. Spray it with some brake clean. Take a flap wheel, knock off all that RTV. I've got an actual gasket, and I'm going to hit the gasket with copper spray, jam it back on, let it sit overnight. We'll start putting bolts back in. And if you've got any big chunks like of RTV here, take a razor blade and get them off. That's what I'll do. Doesn't look too bad in there, actually. I've seen a lot worse. So, all right, we'll get this cleaned up. So the only bad thing about using a gasket is it wants to get like all misshapen and it won't lay in. So what I've done before and what I'm going to do now is you can take some zip ties and hold it in place, basically in like the corners or the sides, anywhere it wants to misshape. Okay. Make sure when you do this, you leave the big part of the zip tie on the outside, because then once you get everything else bolted in and holding, you can nick this, put the bolt in, and slide this out. But if you leave the big part inside, it will catch and rip. And then you can just nick it right here or on the bottom with a pair of diagonals. Like, once you get it bolted in and all the bolt holes lined up, take your diagonals underneath, nick it, and pull it down. So I'm gonna get under there, shove some bolts in. This thing will be about ready to put some oil in. So I got all the bolts back in. I got the bracket back on. I got all my zip ties out. Make sure you get all of them out. I accidentally missed one up here and I had to go back and cut it, and then like loosen the bolts up, take it out. Bracket's back on, everything's on, everything's good. I'm gonna let it sit overnight. So what I'm gonna do, since I sprayed that copper spray on it, let it sit overnight before I put any oil in it. And tomorrow I'll put oil in it, or change the filter. That's all there is. So this was an easy job. The only thing I'm worried about is right here where I took it loose. It's a little chewed up, but there's a gasket there. So worst come worse, I'll come back and tighten it up and hit it with some more gasket maker. But everything looks good. I want to see what the torque spec is and try and retorque them in the morning. But like I said, everything looks really good. So that's all there is. Like I said, I'll put oil in it tomorrow and we'll see if it's gonna leak. So I put the last of this in. I actually grabbed 1 quart of 020. The rest of them were 520. So 4 quarts of 520 and a half quart of 020 won't be bad. I put in about 3/4 of a quart. But it's a good. Now I'm gonna get that cap back on, clean it off, start it, make sure the oil pan and the oil drain plug, because I have to replace drain plug too, and the filter aren't leaking. And then we'll put the wheels on this. I'm gonna go over everything, make sure, and we'll send it back down the road. Well, here, that way in case it does blow up, you can catch it on film. That's all there is to the oil pan. That's all there is to the oil change on this car. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. Put a little bit of coolant in this. It sounds bad. There's a hole in the exhaust, but stay tuned, everybody. Well, here, that way in case it does blow up, you can catch it on film.